Brent Berry, our distinguished analyst. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We'll see the New York Knicks and the Sacramento Kings. Now here's Towns. Here's Brunson. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And that in-between J, Brunson capable.
Here's Bibby to the paint. Pass to Stojakovic. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by New York.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Now Towns. Clock at 6. An easy 2 on the layup.
And he is a force in the paint. Towns is such a huge presence inside for them.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, yeah, I was able to talk with Sacramento's head coach. I discussed with Coach how difficult it is to guard Jalen Brunson. He initially joked. He said, "You'll have to ask my guys that." Jalen is really gritty, confident player. We can't let him get into a rhythm early or we're going to be in trouble. We'll have to keep our eye on how well this defense does against Brunson. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Towns. Towns double team. Three-pointer, Bridges. The shot won't fall. Here's Bibby. Pass to Stojakovic. Here's Christie. Puts up a 3. And the three-pointer goes.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Brunson taking his time here. Towns, left side. Double team on Towns. Down low. Here's Hart. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Can't let someone like Hart get inside the D just asking to get burned.
Here's Bibby. Pass to Stojakovic. Shoots it from the high post. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Stojakovic has got 5 now.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now the Kings in transition. Bibby, good.
Strong defense followed by some smart offense. That's just good fundamentals.
To the middle. Outside Hart. Pass to Brunson. Towns, right side. Back to Brunson. To the inside. Kicks it out to Anunoby. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. And it's going to be a 3-second call. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Fires at the elbow. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that it's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Now here's Towns. The kick out to Brunson. Back to Towns. There's the block. And he gets it back. Hart from long range. It's rebounded by Divac.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Pass to Christie. Here's Stojakovic. No good on the triple. 2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
Towns looking for an opening. Here's Brunson. New York again can't hit.
Well, that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Pass to Christie. Here's Bibby. Here's Stojakovic. Here's Weber. He got a piece of it. Here's Brunson to stop the drought. It's deflected. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. Here's Towns. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
One quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Kings?
Yeah, I love the energy and aggressiveness I've seen from them on defense. They're really getting after it with all these blocks.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Doubled by Towns. Pass to Christie. Here's Stojakovic. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Weber. Hart pulls it in. New York trailing. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Inside. Shot's good by Hart.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
And it's Sacramento's ball. Jackson with it. And it's Brunson picking him up. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. Sacramento shooting their first free throw of the game here. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. Here's Weber. Pass to Pollard. 6 to shoot. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Takes it inside. Rebound by Sacramento.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Weber. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second team foul.
That's on Mikal Bridges.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
First one falls for him. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Brunson's got the ball here for New York. Trailing by 2. Releases from 15. Here's Hart. Towns, right side. Outside Anunoby. 5 to shoot. To the inside. Out to Bridges. That three's off the mark. And so here's Sacramento. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Pass to Weber. Here's Stojakovic. Here's Weber. He's covered by Hart. Fades away. And that one's good. Weber's got 4 points this quarter.
He was wide open, but just to make sure, he put a little fade on that jumper.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Now here's Brunson. Outside Hart to the paint. Pass to Stojakovic. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Offline with a 3.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Ryan, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Now here's Wallace. Pass to Christie. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Stojakovic. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim. Stojakovic has got 8 points.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
Outside Hart. Puts it up from the high post. Hauled in by the Kings.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Shooting 1.
And the free throw, no good. Knicks trail by 6. Here's Bridges. Back to Towns. Pass to Bridges. Kicks it out Towns. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Bibby. Sacramento leading by 6. To the middle. Here's Wallace. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. He's had just 1 attempt at the line earlier.
At the line for 2, Gerald Wallace.
First free throw is good. And Sacramento making a change here. So he gets them both. 52 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Down low. Here's Towns. Bridges outside. Outside Brunson. To the paint. Kicks it out Towns. 4 on the clock. And there's a pick. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Sacramento ball.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Jackson with it. He's scoreless. Pass to Christie. To the middle. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control. Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Got it up. And so it's the Sacramento Kings finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Defense is setting the tone. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Sacramento leading by 8. Pass to Christie. Here's Bibby. Offensive rebound. Here's Weber. Here's Wallace. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Brunson.
Brunson's so skilled at drawing contact on the move.
New York shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good.
Jalen Brunson.
And so he hits both. Here's Christie. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Bibby. Here's Weber. He's covered by Hart. Fades back. Again, the miss by the Kings. Knicks trail by 6. The kick out to Brunson. Back to Hart. To the inside. From 7. The 3 is up. Weber pulls it in. And it's Sacramento's ball. They've led by as much as 10. Wallace, left side. It's stolen by Hart. Here's Anunoby. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Man, good whistle there.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw, no good.
OG Anunoby taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Pass to Wallace. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Weber. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's good for 2. Weber's got 8.
Not exactly what coach wanted coming up the floor, but he'll take it.
Pass to Towns. Bridges outside. Towns, left side. There's a screen. Now here's Hart. Back to Bridges. And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
You could really see his squad was losing steam. Smart timeout to give them a breather.
Two on the clock. Here's Brunson outside. Sacramento grabs the miss. Pass to Bibby. Three-pointer. Drops in the 3. And it's a 10-point Sacramento lead.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed when getting out on it.
Brunson with the bucket.
Well, that takes such tenacity just to get in there. Brunson battling through the inside contact.
And so here's Sacramento after the basket by New York on the other end. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for New York. It's Hart on the wing.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
First personal foul. Third team foul. Into the lineup from New York.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Pass to Bibby. To the wing, right side. Stolen by Anunoby. Ball's going up the court. And the basket by Bridges. Bridges has got his first points of the game.
Yeah, nimble play by Bridges inside, navigating the contact and getting to his finish.
And Brunson running the floor.
If they keep finding steals like that, they won't be in the hole much longer.
To the right side. Pass to Stojakovic. To the wing on the left. Weber. Hart pulls it in. Knicks trail by 4. Here's Towns. Counted.
Anthony Towns.
Towns has got 6.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ball game.
Christie's shot is off. And here's New York now. It's been 8 unanswered for them. Out to Bridges. There's 39 seconds left in the third. Another one falls for New York.
Consistent shooter like Bridges loves to get openings from the mid-range like that to get his rhythm.
Here's Bibby. No good off the back of the rim.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And Sacramento making a change here. called by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And here's New York now. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Outside Hart. 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Turkoglu. Here's Christie. Oh, no good! Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Here's Hart. Outside Brunson to take the lead. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. And here's Jackson. Pass to Divac. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Here's Wallace. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Sacramento?
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
Now here's Brunson. Driving in.
Brunson, one of those guys who's just rugged at that guard position, able to throw his body around.
That free throw good from Brunson.
Jalen Brunson.
Both free throws good from Brunson. Now here's Jackson. Pass to Stojakovic. For 3. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson. And the Kings lead by 4.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Brunson. Outside Hart. 5 on the clock. It's Bridges on the wing. It's rebounded by Divac. The Kings lead by 4. Jackson surveying the D. Pass to Stojakovic. Over to the wing. Here's Christie. And Sacramento again with the bucket. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Back to Anunoby. Inside. Hart. Sacramento grabs the miss. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Pass to Stojakovic. Drops in the layup for 2. Stojakovic has got 5 points in the quarter.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
Bridges, right side. Wallace with a double team. 6 to shoot. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Yeah, strong flush from Towns. I like whenever he plays with an edge inside.
Pass to Wallace. Here's Divac. Here's Stojakovic. Here's Wallace. .157 left in the final quarter. Stolen by Bridges. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Now Towns. Now here's Hart. Shot clock at 5. Here's Brunson. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. And Sacramento making a change here.
Chris Webber, Mike Bibby.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Pass to Webber. Releases. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Knicks trail by 6. Here's Towns. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
Down low. It's intercepted. Hey, great communication on the lob. And the Kings lead by 6.
That pass was from far, far away and right on the money.
A serious long-distance connection right there. Now here's Bridges. Pass to Anunoby. It's Hart on the wing. Bridges, left side. Right at the free throw line. And it's in. And now they trail by just 4.
And Bridges elevating his game.
Woo! And so they foul intentionally.
Third team foul. New York foul. OG Anunoby. Third personal foul. Fourth team foul.
So the first one drops. And that puts him up 5. And so he drops them both. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in.
Pass to Hart. Wallace pulls it in. And an intentional foul right there.
Josh Hart. Second personal foul. Fifth team foul.
First free throw is good. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws good. And it's an 8-point ball game. And New York has possession.
And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Now here's Anunoby. 6 on the shot clock. And so it's Sacramento with the W. A clean win, and one where they clearly...
Watching, put a play fake option. I'ma play the whole game like it ain't no rules. Wide awake, YSL boat shoes. It's a mystery, but ain't no clues. Ain't for free, that's why I charge whatever I so choose. Hey, I'm the only you. Yo, I be master speaking. Left your eardrums bleeding, son. Northeast Ohio, Cleveland. We always get even. Throw you in the till you quit breathing. When you quit dreaming, you gon' have to catch me in Neiman's. I be moving like Shadow Stevens. Underground warlords, we battle demons. Said that your Adam's apple region. That's how I leave them.
Trees from the block. My number yachts, fingerprint screen lock. Know these buckets. I've seen a lot. Blind on frequent spots. The strip gets bled until the bleeding stops. My catalog grind me like Tanel Ave Travelers. I'm on the beach like Hasselhoff, they're trying to mash the sauce. Sip in Manhattan lost. While I write my notes in the captain's log. Courtside, course shit. I need my name up on the Forbes. Before it's just another on the Porta Porsches. endorsements. You was on the strip and got for corner store trips. I need more chips. I'm talking quarter mils. Bags full of foreign bills. Shorty bumping Laura Hill. All my dogs sick, more than ill. These old heads like Patrick Peterson, they on the corner still.
Here with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. So Philadelphia will get the first possession. Here's Embiid. And that one's good. Nice pass to set him up. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Back to Barrett. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Sixers ball.
Here's Maxey. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. We got to talking about Brandon Ingram, and I asked how Coach thought they might limit him tonight. Coach told me, well, there's nothing we can do about his size and his length, so we're hoping just to frustrate him and keep him off balance by getting up in his business and contesting shots. Hopefully that plan pans out for them, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Such a gutsy player. Barrett takes on challenging defenders in style and stays in control.
Puts the move on. Barnes with the rebound. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. And during the first few seasons of Emmanuel Quickly's career, he was seen primarily as a scorer, Grant.
Yes, but recently has blossomed into a more versatile threat. The leap we've seen in his passing has been especially impressive. He's a player to watch out for moving forward.
Maxey attacking. Pirtle with the block.
Just fantastic defense by Pirtle. You see the length and the timing.
Pass to Oubre. Here's Grimes. To the middle. Embiid inside. And it's out of bounds. That one off Pirtle. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Back to Maxey. Clock at 6. Embiid's got space. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Embiid's gotten his second bucket.
Well, and it's just clear how comfortable Embiid is shooting the ball, especially from mid-range.
To the right side. Pass to Ingram. Back to Pirtle. All sorts of time. Rebound by Philadelphia.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Maxey, that's good.
Continuing to work, no give from Maxey, even amongst the bigs.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And the Raptors making a change here. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Boucher. Shoots over Embiid. And the basket by Boucher.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Grimes. Off the mark there with a 3.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Boucher. Excellent D there from Embiid.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Quickly with the ball. Guarded now by Maxey. Outside Barrett. Nails it from beyond the arc. Barrett's got 5.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Embiid. Fade away. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. He's got 6.
And there's a reason why Embiid is the focal point of their offense, because he drains shots in bunches. And that's how you lead a team, literally.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 1. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Embiid. This one for 3. Knocks down the long J.
It's near impossible trying to guard Embiid in the pick and roll. He's just so clever.
Inside. Kicks it to Quickly. Outside Ingram. And Grimes pulls it down. For 3, Maxey. Maxey on the wing. Drops one in from the wing.
Yeah, maybe not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. The Sixers on top. They lead by 2. And the second quarter is on its way. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Philadelphia?
The story so far has been their mid-range shooting. The analytics might not like it, but elite offenses still knock it down from that area.
Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie. Toronto trailing. Here's Mobo. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
You like how Barrett always keeps his eyes open, watching the court for those assist opportunities.
Here's Yabusele. Pass to Drummond. George feels it out a bit. That one falls, coming off a Drummond feed. George has got his first points of the game.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Here's Grimes. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2. Here's Shed. He's scoreless. Pass to Ingram. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Outside Barrett. To the paint. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Pass to McCain. Here's Grimes. Misses off the right iron.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
After a trade to New Orleans back in 2019, Brandon Ingram has become a primary scorer, Grant.
Yeah, he scored well over 20 points per game since leaving the Lakers. B.I. has the rare blend of length and shooting, and beyond scoring, Ingram's assist numbers are very impressive too.
The Sixers leading. Pass to George. Lets it go from the wing. Rebound, Toronto. Now Ingram. Here's Castleton. Kicks it out to Barrett. No good. That would have tied it.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Yabusele. Back to George. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Drummond. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
I'll tell you, I wouldn't want to draw Drummond as my assignment inside. You body him up, hack him, it still has no effect on him.
Outside Ingram. Fires the three. Nails it from three. Ingram's got 5.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Here's George. He takes it in.
And you see the creativity George has. Just comfortable operating in screen and rolls and taking what he sees.
Outside Ingram. 58 seconds left to play in the first half. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ingram's got 5 points in the quarter.
Anytime Ingram gets a look that close in, it's a great trip down the floor.
Here's Yabusele. The three is up. And he buries his first look.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Barrett. And that one off the back of the rim and in. He's got 9.
You gotta like the quick decision making from Barrett. Not even hesitating at all off the catch.
Raptors trail by 4. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Barrett. George with a steal. He goes up. And the jam by George.
Nice job by George to get out, run, and complete the break.
To the wing, right side. Fires for 3. Up again. And McCain pulls it down. With 1 on the clock. And the jam by George.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
And so it's Philadelphia finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. Back to the game after this break. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
For 3.
And Pirtle has improved as a passer, good at getting it to his teammates on time and on target.
Pass to Embiid. Rebound, Toronto. Left side, Barrett. Now here's Barnes. Back to Barrett. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
From deep, Pirtle. It's not going to go for him. The Sixers lead by 5. Pass to Embiid. And that's a foul called on Jakob Pirtle. That's his first foul of the game.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
About a minute played here in the second half. Out to Oubre. The three ball. Drills it from deep. Oubre's got his first 3 points of the game.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, B.A. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
Pass to Oubre. Embiid with it. Wide open. Abaji with a rebound. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Sixers' two stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you. The three from Barnes. And the three-pointer goes.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
And the foul called on Emmanuel Quickly. That's his first foul. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. For three, Maxey counted from distance. Maxey's got 7 points.
The pure shooting stroke of Maxey, gifted at draining it from outside the arc.
Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Hitting up and finishing, Maxey leaving no doubt.
And it's Shed missing. Philadelphia leading by 7. Pass to Embiid. Embiid drawing the double team. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. 11 points in the game.
That's just not fair. 7-footers like Embiid with that size, they aren't supposed to shoot like that.
Here's Barrett. Here's Castleton. Here's Lobo. And a miss there on the triple. Poke loose. Now here's Maxey. He's got 9. Here's Embiid. Pass to McCain. Pulls it in from the elbow. That's his 6th miss now, 5 of 11. And here is Barrett. And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Shed. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Castleton. Misses the layup. Philadelphia leading by 9. And here's Oubre. Now here's Embiid. Another shot. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Yeah, Embiid just terrorizes defenses on the inside. Good luck guarding the big fella.
And Embiid drops them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Has to battle. Takes a three. Rebound by the 76ers. 16 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to Maxey. That one off the back iron and out. George with a steal. And so it's Philadelphia. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. The flow of the game has favored them in general. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Maxey with it. Pass to Embiid. Embiid drawing the double team. Over to the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. Fades back. Finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
Yeah, Embiid is getting everything he wants on the offensive side. He's playing some aggressive basketball right now.
Here's Mobo. The shot that time not on target. Excellent D there from Embiid. Outside Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Three-pointer. He can't hit that time. Raptors trail by 13. Here's Shed. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Here's Mobo. Sinks it from distance. And Maxey's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Pass to George. Embiid inside. Tries again. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, it's such a simple yet effective move. Embiid executing the pump fake.
With an MVP trophy under his belt, Joel Embiid has only become more dominant, RJ.
I think that 2023 MVP increased his confidence. It allowed him to feel like he really was the best player in the world. And I think it motivated him to keep pushing himself. And the results speak for themselves because the stats, they back that up.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to Maxey. Hurdle with the block. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Embiid. Fades away and sinks a tough shot. Embiid's got 6 here in the quarter.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Pass to Maxey. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
In the mold of Shaq, Joel Embiid is physically just overwhelming. Plus, he's got some touch and skill.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
They've been hitting consistently from mid-range all game. It's been a big part of their offensive production in this one.
Left side Ingram. Outside Barnes. From the left block. Rebound by Philadelphia. 1:57 left to play in the fourth. Screen by Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Here's Pirtle. And no good. The dry spell continues. From deep three-point land. 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Embiid. Over Pirtle. Stolen by quickly. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the 76ers.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Joel Embiid.
And you can't put a price on the value of his rebounding in this game. His effort on the glass was a game changer.
Right side Maxey. Back to George. Here's Grimes. And the layup falls. And the 76ers lead by 17.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Pass to Embiid. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Out to the right wing. Here's Mobo. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Here's Maxey. Nails it. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily, showing that they're the far